Okay, if you have an agency, you want to be able to show clients in a discovery call where they are and where you're going to take them. So typically, agencies use platforms like SEMrush, Ahrefs, SpyFu, SimilarWeb, things like that essentially just show website traffic, and then Birdeye or Podium for review data. But what those do is they just show you the data of a specific business based on estimates, and it doesn't have relative data to the rest of the market. So what you want to be able to do when you go into a discovery call with a potential new client is to be able to tell that business where they are in the market relative to all of their competitors. So instead of just telling them, hey, your website traffic is 622, your sentiment is 98%, your SEO score is 11, your website traffic is 300, whatever the number is, you can tell them relative to the competitors who they know by name, where they are in the rest of the market, and rank them. So you could go into a discovery call and say, you're first in review growth, second in total reviews, sixth in website traffic, 11th in sentiment, and your SEO score is 12th compared to the rest of the competitors for junk removal hyper locally in Nashville. Not only that, but we'll use AI to tell you what you need to do to beat your competitors, whether that's get more reviews, work on SEO, defend growth momentum. You can see the months that each business is busy based on review velocity, and also the months they're busy based on website traffic. The website traffic right here, this is just an API from SEMrush, right? So this is website traffic, but it's all in the exact same place. Customer sentiment, what's good, what's bad, the months that were good, the months that were bad. And then, as I said, we scrape every single Google review that each competitor has ever gotten, and then we store them, and we essentially dump them into AI. So you can see, based on the 5-star reviews, this business does an amazing job at service quality, exceptional staff, positive customer experience. But the 1-star reviews that we scraped mention maybe some operational inconsistencies, communication gaps. And then it's not like you only have this data for the client that you're pitching in the discovery call. You also have it for every single one of their competitors. Every single competitor that's local, that they're actually competing with in their niche, you have all of their data. So you have where they rank for all of the KPIs that matter. You have a SWOT analysis, pricing perception based on the keywords that are in their reviews. If they're expensive, if they're cheap, right? The months they're busy, the seasonality of that business. Not only that, but here are the actual ads that each of these businesses are running on Google, all in the exact same place. And then where they stack up compared to their competitors. So the goal is to make it incredibly digestible, because as of right now, it's essentially impossible to just show someone a SEMrush dashboard and be like, these are your numbers, and for them to understand and digest what you're telling them without showing relative data that's pertinent to the market as a whole. And so the goal is to make it incredibly digestible. All the dashboards are the same. So this is review growth, which is a really important KPI. We do this in-house. This is an API. We scrape the review data ourselves, and then we create this platform. It's adjustable in whatever time horizon you want. So for junk removal companies in Nashville, Tennessee, because as I said, we get the niche and the location, and then we get 20 competitors based on these 2 KPIs. And this is adjustable, 6 months, last year, whatever time horizon you want. Review growth, and then the exact same platform for review totals. This is essentially just what you see if you Google junk removal Nashville, right? But it's an incredibly digestible UI. You can see of all the reviews that have ever been left for junk removal companies in Nashville, what percent of the market each one of these have, right? And then the review distribution is a bar chart, and the exact same thing for website traffic using an API. These guys are 1, these guys are 2, these guys are 3. Here's the breakdown of their website traffic, right? And then the ads, full platform for the ads. Here's the gallery of ads, the keywords they're bidding on, where that traffic came from. So the traffic attribution, organic versus paid. You can compare yourself to the rest of the market. The majority of traffic that's going to these websites in the market for junk removal companies in Nashville is paid. 43% is organic. You can see the breakdown for each business specifically, right? A little deeper dive here. SEO. The goal is to make it digestible in something that a local business owner, whether it's a junk hauler, a mover, or HVAC technician, someone that owns a home service business, a restaurant, or hotel, can look at and they can immediately digest it. Because as of right now, that isn't the case with the platforms that already exist. So the value prop is threefold. One, what we just talked about. So using it in discovery calls for new potential clients. The second is white labeling it and just giving it to your existing clients. So give it to your existing clients. We charge $90 a month per client that you add to the platform. We have agencies that are charging $400, $500 a month, and then giving a username and password to their clients, and then letting them see their competitors' review data, letting them see their competitors' website traffic, their competitors' ad data, right? What their competitors are doing well and what they're doing poorly based on the review data. So they love it themselves, and they make a big cut of the percentage of the revenue that they're charging those clients. The second value prop would be you can actually use it for outbound. So each one of these dashboards you get for each specific business, you can just download as a PDF. You click this button and you use it in outbound to send to potential clients that are in the market you're trying to target, whether it's you want to go after HVAC companies in Dallas, and you want to show them unique data that stops the scroll and actually gets opened in an email. You can download the PDF and then send it to them and then tell them super simply, you guys are here right now. Our goal is to take you to here. And here's how we're going to do it. We're going to implement a backlink strategy. We're going to implement a strategy to get you more reviews, X, Y, or Z. So that's essentially the platform. Completely white label it. You do your own scrapes. You can add your own logo. You can add clients. And as I said, you can white label it. So our logo goes off. Your logo goes on. We're charging $497 a month. And you get 20 scrapes with that data. Each scrape, as I said, it's the location and the niche, and then you get 20 competitors. So you technically get 400 businesses' data with this platform every month.